Hello humans, the month of October was pretty crazy, and I want to share with you all some of what went down in my life. I went to Mexico for the first time. That was really awesome, and boy do I have a story for you. We stayed in this absolutely gorgeous condo with a beautiful view of the ocean and the city, with one major catch though. It didn't have an elevator, so every single time we wanted to go back to the condo, we had to go up 137 stairs.
Here we are, on the stairs.
It was brutal.
Humidity ensues.
But oh my god, the view was so worth it.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Holy crap, you guys. This is so cool.
We did a lot of beach relaxing for the first few days.
Oh my god, a shiny pigeon. Hi, Pidgeotto. Okay, bye.
Then I got hit by Little Miss Montezuma's revenge. I was an upside down volcano for a solid 24 hours. Well, there wasn't really anything solid about those 24 hours. And the very next day, we had this huge excursion planned to go ziplining through the rainforest. The morning after being sick, I still wasn't really feeling my best and didn't think I was gonna make it for the day. But within the last 30 minutes that I had to decide if I was gonna go or stay home, I got a burst of energy and decided to send it. The thing is, it's not very simple to get to the rainforest. First, we had to take an Uber to get to our water taxi, and then from our water taxi across the bay, we hopped in this souped up ATV bus thing, and then we had to take a mule up to the first zip line. The thing is though, is that there was a hurricane. There was a freaking hurricane off the coast. So it was throwing up massive waves, and we were heading straight for them in this.
Taxi.
Yeah, that's a small boat. So we're charging at these massive waves in this tiny boat. Once we get into them, it's like riding a roller coaster, except you're just sitting on a bench, and you only have a little hand strap to hold on to the whole time.
Oh my god. Ah!
After that perilous journey across the ocean, we finally arrived to the bay where we're supposed to get picked up by the souped up ATV bus thing.
We made it. Oh my god, that was insane. Those waves were crazy.
After getting my first glimpse of these ATV bus things that we were about to pile into, I began mentally and physically preparing myself for another rough ride, because that's exactly what it was. So the next 30 minutes looked like this.
A cow. Another cow.
Which was really fun too, like getting thrown around, but I was still kind of holding on to some fear that my stomach was not gonna do well, and I still just didn't quite have my full energy going through that, so it was a little rough. However, we finally made it to Adventure Vallarta, where we got geared up for ziplining and then herded over to ride our mule. This is my first time riding a horse-like creature, so that was quite the experience. I felt kind of connected to my animal, and he was pretty dope. I gave him lots of pets, and we kind of just vibed up this mountain together until we got to a point where the trail became too narrow for the mules, and I had to depart from my animal friend. Gave him a pat on the neck, and we continued up a short hike to get to our very first zip line.
Not here. Like and subscribe, you guys.
Flying over the canopies of the rainforest was freaking sick, and then it became immediately obvious how much else we were going to be doing on this excursion, because we then had to rappel down a cliff right next to a waterfall. Leaning over the edge of that platform with nothing but a gigantic cliff underneath me was a bit nerve-wracking, but as I got going, the rope was super secure and I felt totally fine, so I just kind of cruised on down the cliff. And we took celebratory pictures by the waterfall. Next up, we did a super short zip line where we crashed into a pool of water at the end and then had to climb up a ladder to ride a water slide. I was so thankful. After our slide, the water was clear and there wasn't a brown streak behind me. Then we had a short hike with some rope bridges to our next zip line. This one we got to ride backwards on, so that was really fun. Then we made our way to this metal platform that was suspended by cables out over another waterfall. We were just rappelling down midair. After I had done the cliff, I felt so ready for this, so I got up to that platform, leaned back, and just let myself fall.
Yeah, there's a step on the left.
This next part is my absolute favorite. We got to ride a zip line roller coaster. What it is a 1,600-foot rail suspended by cables over the stream running through the rainforest that we had been following.
He's strong, he's passionate, he's smart, he's tough. He's an adult.
This thing was so freaking awesome, and I wish I could have brought my GoPro and like worn a chest mount or something so I could have on-ride footage of it for you guys, but they were super strict against cameras, and so I didn't push it. Regardless though, it was freaking awesome. Then we rode another zip line, but we got to go upside down on this one, so that was really cool. And then we're immediately thrown on another zip line where we are surfing over the treetops. So imagine yourself walking up to step on a skimboard, essentially. The board was so freaking thin, and it's suspended by 4 cables with 2 cables running overhead that you slide down on. It was scary like stepping on, but once we got going, it was such an awesome feeling. Almost as awesome as knowing that there were no bodily fluids running down the back of my leg. Then we got to go down another water slide, only this time we had to wear elbow pads and a baseball helmet. The one with the cage over your face, that one, that's what we had to wear to go on this water slide. And after I went down the water slide, I knew exactly why we needed them. The water slide is about a 70-degree angle drop, and there's a straight stretch before you go into a right-hand turn, about 180 degrees, then you make another left-hand turn, and then there's like a small straight stretch, and then a final left-hand turn before you go to the splashdown area. Again, we have to ride on a mat, so I'm thinking on the straight stretch that I will lose a lot of speed and not go through the turns absolutely flying. I was wrong. My speed held completely steady after that drop, and I was immediately thrown way up on the left side of the wall on that right-hand turn. I'm flying around this turn, gaining only more speed, and then I'm thrown into the first left-hand turn, so my body's up on the right side of the wall. As I come out of that left turn into the little straight stretch, my body has time to slide down into the middle of the tube and then up on the left side of the wall, which becomes a problem because I'm headed straight for the next left-hand turn. So that means I'm gonna go like this, and that's exactly what happened. I was up on the left-hand wall, and my body flipped over, kind of just slammed into the right wall of the left-hand turn, and my literal like face mask was scraping along the side of the tube. If I did not have that helmet on, I would have absolutely come out of that slide with a bloody and probably broken nose, at least. Which is so funny because before getting on the slide, my initial helmet selection was a little too large. It just felt kind of loose and didn't feel quite right. And I thought to myself, you know, if I need to wear a baseball helmet to go down this water slide, I think I should get one that fits me a little tighter. So I went and I switched it out for a smaller helmet so it would be more snug on my face. And I'm so glad I did. I mean, I don't think the helmet would have come off of my head, but I'm just glad I had a tight fit for that because I was thrown pretty hard. There was a good amount of force on my chest and my elbow when I slammed into the side of the wall. Anyway, it was still very fun. So after surviving that water slide, our adventure had concluded, except that we still had to go back on the ATV and then also back on the boat, back across the bay in those crazy waves. On the way back, I decided to sit in the back of the boat, and I ended up getting splashed by sea spray literally the entire time. So that just made sure that my eyes were full of salt. Oh my gosh. And my body was completely soaked the whole ride back. So I kind of just closed my eyes and tried to just think happy thoughts. Like how happy I was that I was able to do all of this after being so sick the day before, and I did not poop my pants once. Did you guys enjoy that adventure? If so, please be sure to leave a like on the video. And also, if you haven't noticed, I'm in a totally different space now. I bought a freaking house, and I'm super excited to show you guys it. It's crazy. It's a 2-bedroom condo, and my mortgage payment is cheaper than the rent of my 1-bedroom apartment. So if you guys want to see that, if it's uploaded, I'll have it on the screen now, or you can just go watch one of these other adventures, and I'll see you there. Bye!